What is going on YouTube? Nelson here at One Chair One Mirror. Today I'm going to teach you how to cut side swept bangs. Usually this is not something I encourage doing it at home, but let's be real. If you're watching this, you're probably going to do it anyways. Yeah. So I just thought that why not just try my best to save your hair as much as possible and just give my 2 cents. Now for some reason everyone thinks that cutting your own bangs would be the easiest thing to do, but if it was that easy, you wouldn't be watching this.
Blood cut.
But that's okay because at least you guys want to learn, and I'm happy to teach you guys some tips and tricks. Now bangs are one of the first things that people see when they look at you, so it is very important that we go step by step and try not to rush things. Now the 2 very obvious tools that you'll need is a comb and a pair of scissors. Now all those videos that makes you think that you can finish it with one snip, let's just cut that crap because that's how things go wrong. Cutting it little by little will definitely save you from some unfixable troubles. Now if we got that clear, then let's get to it. Now the first thing you want to do is to section off the hair. Clip away all the hair except for the part that you want it to be your bangs. Now keep in mind that the hair that you leave out will determine the thickness of your bangs. I usually section this part like a mini triangle in the front. Now in your triangle section, take a diagonal subsection, pulling it to the opposite side. This section and your fingers should be at least parallel. However, if you want a more drastic angle or a more drastic slant, you can angle your fingers a little bit more slanted, just like this. But today, I'll be following the green line. Cutting the first section. Remember, this is going to be the shortest part of your bangs. So it is better if you leave it a little bit longer, because you can always go back and cut a little bit more. After you're done cutting, see if that is the length you want. If not, go back and cut a little bit more, just like I did. After you finish cutting the first section, bring another diagonal section down. Bring this new section into the previously cut section. Now follow what you have previously cut and cut the same line. And it should look something like this. It is very clear where I previously cut, and I just need to cut the same line. This will be your guide throughout the whole haircut. If you cannot see your section, maybe you took the second section too big. Go back, take a thinner section, and repeat the same steps until you see the cutting guide again. Again, bring it down to see if that is the length you like. Bring the next section in, repeating the same steps, following the same guide. Now after I finished cutting the last section, I realized that I actually want the whole thing shorter. So what I did was go back to the first section, cutting a new guide, and repeat the same steps. Like I said before, it is better to go bits by bits instead of cutting too much on the first try, because we all know that we can't go back once we cut it too short. Another thing to keep in mind is how you will be styling your bangs. If you're someone who plans to put a slight curl or a slight bend onto this fringe or bangs, make sure to leave it a little bit longer, because once you put the curl, it will be a little bit shorter. Also, if you happen to be cutting while your hair is damp or wet, that will also appear shorter after you blow dry it. So keep that in mind, leave a little bit more length, expecting it to shrink a little bit. Now after you're happy with the length of the bangs, we're actually not done yet. Depending on what you want, some people like their bangs a little bit more heavy and some people like it a little bit more texture. In this case, we actually want it to be fuller but still not wanting it to be too blunt. So what I'll be doing is to go in and point cut it. Point cutting will give your bangs a little bit more texture. It should not be cutting into the length. So let me show you how it's done. You'll be again taking the same diagonal sections, pulling it to the opposite side. You can see here that my scissors are almost parallel to the hair. This way, I will not be taking any more length off, but instead, I'll be adding more texture and getting rid of that blunt line that we previously put. Comb it back down and see if it is texture enough for you. If not, go back and do it again. Repeating the same steps. Bring the next layer over. Point cut the section. You can point cut a little bit deeper if you wish to, but for my case, I just want the ends to be textured. After you're done, style it the way you want to. I'll be making another video teaching you how to blow dry your bangs with just one technique, so stay tuned. And here's the final result. And that's it for today. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give me a like and subscribe. If you guys have any questions or comments, please leave it down below and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. You can also follow my Instagram for more content. Other than that, I'll see you guys next time.